In the Isle, life can be hard. The misery of some players can secure the future for others. And the Pteranodon is a more than capable hunter. With no other reptiles that can fly on this island, then that makes it the rightful, self-claimed king of the skies. And today I played the bird. But just because there's no rivals that fly in the sky, that will not excuse us from the dangers that lurk in the Isle. You missed. And playing on a Pteranodon is a unique experience. You missed again. Because when playing such a small and fragile animal, there is no room for error. And it doesn't help when you're as light as a feather and designed to hunt down fish. A single attack from just about anything could become fatal. So for the most part, I played it safe, exploring, enjoying the game with a friend of mine, Shags. However, ladies and gentlemen, what good is a story if we can't go back to the very beginning to watch it unfold in front of us? And so of course I started my new adventure off like hundreds of times before. Might be. Oh yeah, I see you up there in the sky, yeah. Okay, so just fly in a straight line for a minute. And after Shags had spawned into the world, it was time to meet up. Too cool in the sky. Did you get that?
Nah.
Hang on, stay there. I'll get a little closer.
Oh, I see you.
Shortly after forming a group in the northeast, it was time to start with the necessities, the very basics to life. Shags was a little new to the Pteranodon experience, so I helped him out by catching the first set of fish. You're right, I'll come down to you. The Pteranodons take forever to drink too.
Seems like when I'm trying to like pull myself back up, I keep speeding up.
Like you can maintain your stamina for quite a while, if you just like...
Just puddle along.
Yeah, exactly. After taking flight for a little bit and doing some fishing, we were starting to get the hang of it again. These things are pretty fun to play. We landed on a giant archway and took a few moments to regain our stamina pool. If you just like run off the edge too, like you can actually like fly from in mid-air, but you have to be quick at it. It's like it'll fall and then you can just pick yourself up. Save yourself stamina completely.
I only used the
Space or yep. You got it.
I thought I was flying for a second. I was like, yeah, I got it, and then it just started dropping. I was like, no.
Yeah, I seen you. I was like, yeah, and then both you're like flying. I was like, nice.
She's a bit teary over here.
Yeah, the whole game, whole map. We spent most of our youth just flying around, exploring.
We're pretty, well, not exactly pretty safe. I reckon at Utah would probably be able to get us up here, wouldn't they?
Yeah, it'd take them a few jumps, but yeah, probably. Gotta remember how to cling onto the trees though now. It's been a long time since I played a Pteranodon, so it took me a while to remember all the keyblinds. One of them. And after eventually working out how to cling to the trees, it was time to move on and make our way towards the coastline. Seeing one shot of Pteranodon, you'd be like, who are you kidding? And now that I had a dead turtle and an empty stomach, I could enjoy my time eating where the crashing waves meet the sand.
There we go, I got you.
And not so far away, just up the other side of the coastline, Shags was hunting down his own turtle. Also went pretty far off the beach, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I can just see you. Yep.
Nice. And then eventually, I caught up to him. That was the funniest takeoff ever.
Oh, I know, eh?
Just like a pair of seagulls relaxing at the beach.
Stand back and then grab some food and go chuck it on a rock or something and go get some...
However, we could not stay at the coastline for long. Soon, we would have to hydrate. Yeah, if you overeat, you can puke, yeah.
Yeah, my stomach's flashing.
Yep. Maximum food. Almost max growth too, 97%.
Got one chunk.
Nice. The sun was setting and it was time to leave. But now, we were only moments away from being fully grown Pteranodons. Might even just land up here real quick. Later that night, we started to make our way inland. We perched high up on the rocks to regain our stamina. And just as we were getting ready to leave, I was sniffing the air for the taste of the river.
Shit,
Whoa! Where did he come from? A large juvenile omniraptor. He made a pounce but missed. Look at him. Oh, he's not that big either. But he's a Utah, very deadly for us. Just because he can jump and bite us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not expect that.
Yeah, I heard a little tap tap tap.
Yeah, same, but I thought it was you.
Yeah, and I thought it was you.
Yeah, exactly.
He was a cheeky little devil, wasn't he?
Yeah. He was growing in such an odd spot. And when he locked himself in that crack between those rocks, there was nothing that we could do. Just log over here. We had to press on and look for water. A little bit of cover. I need some stamina. I wonder if I can land on that there. Let's test the accuracy. No, I'm not going to get that. Oh, I got it. I got it.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was pretty accurate.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if I could take you away for just a moment to our Raid Shadowlands sponsor. I'm just joking. I'll try not to do such a thing. That's actually really good practice landing on these logs. I'll do that more often. We continued exploring and improving our aviation skills. And when you're playing with your friend online, sometimes you tend to troll them.
Oh, you scared me. Oh.
However, if you do end up enjoying my story, don't forget to drop a like on the video. That way, I don't need to take no sponsors. I came in so fast.
I thought I was a goner.
And when I was doing a circle around a school of fish hunting, we collided in mid-air and I ended up getting wet.
And you recovered.
I got a fish.
Nice.
You good?
Yeah, I went for a bit of a swim, but yeah.
But on a serious note, I hope you guys are still enjoying the content.
Did you not see what just happened? Like, we collided.
The support you guys continue to show me on every single video is insane.
We collided and I went into the net, but you just flew off. Like, recovered without a problem.
I didn't even feel it, eh?
No, that's trippy.
And so from the bottom of my heart, I truly just want to take a moment to say thank you very much to every single one of you.
Go for another fish.
Yeah.
I caught my first fish too. That was awesome.
Yeah, no, oh, was that your first one?
Yeah, man. That's
Oh,
my
nice.
first ever fish.
Very nice, very nice.
Oh my god, I nearly got eaten.
We were now back inland, observing a fight between some Stegosaurus and Dinosaurs.
Oh no.
That was
Good?
close. Yeah, I'm good. This was close, but we're right.
Oh.
Getting some good headshots on him.
I was also getting in some good practice at the same time.
Going in for one.
Yep, go for it. Yeah, if we keep pecking away at him, the Stegosaurus.
Oh my.
Look how many times! Whoa!
I know. Oh my god.
Holy crap!
And that's when a full assault of Dinosaurs merged out of the water.
Oh my god.
I've never seen that many dinosaurs come out of the water once.
But the Stegosaurus was in his element and still alive.
Crap. That was so many.
Yeah.
That is not something you see every day.
No, that was crazy.
Especially on the officials, man. Holy crap.
Another stego coming down the bank.
Yeah. I've landed so many bites on him. Oh! In the air.
I just landed a bite on his mate.
Nice.
They're probably just like little cat scratches for him, but it's
Oh,
still...
yeah.
After recovering from the crash landing, it was a sign to leave the Stegos alone and to pursue other needs.
Is that you next to me? I think it is.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I can hear a baby croc here too.
Yeah.
Later that night, I was skimming the water in search of my next meal.
We got one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's good practice landing on these. I'm getting really good at that too.
Nice fish. One more if it's not too...
Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap.
That's a little one, very good.
Fishing in the Isle is definitely an art form and takes a little bit of time to master.
Oh, it's a little Utah.
But hunting juveniles, that's a whole nother story.
Watch out from behind as well, there's more Carnos.
I got him too.
And that's when we discovered a small omniraptor being guarded by a Carnotaurus.
Good spot.
We took quite a few shots at the mixed packing players, but unfortunately, we collided.
Oh god.
It was not good. I was on the ground.
You good?
No. You ran into me.
When these things happen, all you can do is pick yourself back up learn from your mistakes, and move forward.
Fuck, I didn't even go off course or anything.
Yeah, that's cool.
Shags had to look after his daughter and log out for the day. As for me, I'm a gamer with very little life, so I spawned a fresh Pteranodon back into the world.
Look at these gentlemen.
And so it wouldn't be long before I'd be back to adult, enjoying the freedom of flying in the skies. I started showing off my aviation skills to these crocodilians.
Talk about messing with the alligators a bit. Playing for a bit of fire.
And on that tree stump, I came close to the jaws of death. I continued on trolling and playing games with the Dinosaurs.
I'm getting better at landing on those logs though, that's for sure. There we go. Damn, that took forever. Only a little alligator there.
I made my way back to the centre of the island so I could home in my skills. A small crocodilian was on land, the perfect practice.
Alright, got him.
And after only a few moments in combat, landing some significant damage, he started to retreat back to the water.
Must be hurting a bit. He's free.
He escaped and I went back to routine, looking for my next subject. And after my hunting spree, I was satisfied and got ready to log out for the day. And roughly 20 hours later, I'd logged back in, done some fishing, and was ready to continue on my adventure.
Hello, hello, little stego. I'm sorry in advance. That was a nice old little headshot. Whoa. Oh, he died.
My prize had been taken from me, and there was very little that I could do about it.
How rude.
The Carnotaurus placed a chunk of meat on the ground. At first glance it would seem like some sort of truce, but in reality it was nothing less than a trap.
Yeah, I don't know.
I played into his games, fully aware of his devious plan, and so I landed on the ground for only just a moment, and he instantly fell for it. But now that I've seen his poker face and he's dealt his cards, his opportunity to hunt and kill me has simply slipped away.
Get out of here. Right. I'm gonna go have my meal then.
And with the Carnotaurus moving on, I made my way back to the corpse and filled up my fair share.
We'll go in here, rest on a rock, and yeah. Eat this bit, regain my stamina. And we'll be good to go. Cool. Time to get some water and probably some fish. Look at this tree line here. I do love this tree line here. It looks beautiful. Not gonna lie. There's the water.
As I was making my way to the river, I came in a little hot.
What an absolute clown.
But I picked myself up, dusted off, and
Let's drink.
but then I heard some movement in the water and got spooked.
I can hear something. What was that? Or was it just fish? Might have just been these fish.
But in the end it was nothing, just a school of fish. However, safer than sorry.
Oh, that was a good catch while I'm here. I think it was just the fish I heard. Let's have a drink. And please don't die. Drink, drink, drink. Little bit to go.
Later that night, a juvenile omniraptor was crossing the river, and I was taking advantage of it. And this little raptor was outplaying me, and he wasn't even on land.
I'll get him when he comes to the other side.
Waiting for him on the other side of the river, I stood there towering above him. He was practically helpless and there was nothing he could do. And it's there in the river that he would rest in peace and would have to start again.
Maybe I can still grab the body. I got it. I got some of it anyway. Nice. Wait, is Utah really not on my... No, Utah's not a part of my diet. Of course so, because like I'm not meant to hunt any of them, but apart from the hatchlings.
But hunting these growing dinosaurs, that's exactly what I did. There was a juvenile Carnotaurus up next, a cannibal, a menace of an animal.
One hit on him.
I was on the ground, and my next move, it was a gamble.
Got him.
If the Carnotaurus was slightly bigger, or landed his bites just a little bit faster, he would have killed me.
Pretty much working out what I can and can't tank. If he was slightly bigger... So if he landed maybe 2 more bites, it would have killed me. And he looked like he was probably 5 minutes old.
And so on a third of my health, I retreated into the forest. And when enough time had passed and I'd healed up on that tree stump,
Go get some drink,
it was time to hydrate.
hopefully. Drink, drink, drinkity, drink. Wonder if... Nah, there's nothing behind that cave, is there? Is there? Nah, nothing. Beautiful. Let's get out of here.
I finally made it back to the coastline and now I could hunt down turtles for my dietary requirements.
Beautiful. Ah, yes. Rest in peace, my unfortunately beautiful friend. There we go.
And after I killed the turtle, I could now enjoy a beachside meal.
Let's eat. Stomach's full. Alright. We are set to continue.
I didn't quite have enough room to fill up the hexagon, but eventually I just moved on. And when I was back at the centre, flying around the spine, a curious local Pteranodon was broadcasting. He was simply reaching out to say hello. He offered me an invitation, but for now, I was just going solo.
Somebody recognised me without even me using my name. I need fish.
And later that night, I found more than just fish. There was a small Dinosaurus on the embankment, so I tried to land some shots.
How you doing, buddy?
Now, I was perfectly aware that I was never going to kill this Dinosaurus. Because of course this crocodilian can retreat to the water, and for me, it's game over. However, that is beside the point. This is exactly how I practice PvP.
One little mistake and I'll get killed too. He took a shot. Hit him a few times now. He'll probably retreat to the water very shortly.
He was still on the embankment, and I landed a lot of hits.
He'll definitely retreat to the water.
I must have landed one too many, because that final headshot sent him back into the river.
He's starting to get hurt now. Well, he had to retreat to the water.
He He was in the water but still playing games, so I continued to swoop in and take every shot that I could.
He's just there somewhere.
And now it was time for some psychological warfare, so I decided to start skimming the water for fish on top of him.
And I got the fish.
And now that I'd secured a meal, the only thing to finish this off was to execute a perfect landing. So I perched there on a tree stump in front of him, showing off everything that I've learned.
Cool. Got the fish. Some stamina. A little bit of fun with the alligator. That's all it really is.
The next day, me and another Pteranodon were fishing in the same spot.
I knew that was gonna happen.
But unfortunately, we collided when skimming the water.
This one's drowning a bit.
These kind of accidents can happen, but all that matters is that we both got out of that river alive. I spent the majority of the night hanging around these small Pteranodons that were growing up here. I never did end up joining the group, but they were a friendly bunch. They must have been getting ready to nest in other players. I got bored of sitting around and doing nothing, so it was time to move on. I ended up making my way northeast, and that's when I discovered a small orniraptor, but I didn't want to give away my presence and spook it too early, so I kept my eyes on it from a safe distance.
Be careful of that.
It was racing up the side of the river. It must have been looking for a good spot to drink.
Just tracking for a bit. Just going for a drink just there.
And when the time was right, my landing did not exactly go to plan, but it is what it is.
You missed.
This Omniraptor had enough growth on him, he could kill me. And I was playing in his backyard.
Missed again.
But he was now in retreat, so I briefly took off the ground. I then landed on the other side to search for him under the foliage. And after I drawed him out, there he was, back in the open. But he was not alone. There was another smaller raptor. That encounter was extremely close, but I managed to shake him off just in time and get back into the sky. And with the larger one trying to two-call the smaller one, they were trying to form a group.
Careful my stamina.
And now that I was down to a third of my stamina pool, I would have to be extra vigilant because
I haven't got a great deal of it. That little one got a good pounce on me. This one's still hurting.
I took my eyes off the Omniraptor for only a second, but that's all it takes. He slipped away into the shadows and escaped.
Oh, I've just lost this one too.
It was another failed hunt, just like in real life. For example, the bald eagle. It only has a 30% success hunt rate.
Where is he? Oh no! I've lost him. Ah, damn. He was a good sized little Utah. Like, he was only a juvenile, but he was like big enough to easily kill me. Not sure where he's got to. And that other little one got a good little pounce on me, I'll give him that. Yeah. Alright.
The next day I had my eyes on an Omniraptor pack. They were nesting in new players and had a bunch of hatchlings. I was completely oblivious to it at the time, but this would be my final day as a Pteranodon.
They've left their babies alone.
I swooped in and landed directly next to the hatchling.
Oh, he's got me on a pounce.
I attacked it, it pounced me, I killed it, but I hung around far too long.
No, I'm dead. I got one of them though.
And in a sick twist of fate, instead of hunting the hatchlings, I would end up providing them with their next source of nutritions. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of another fateful tale. I hope you, my friends, enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. This is your boy OwLTime, signing out.